Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Drunk barbarian goes shot for shot with a dragon. Hi everyone, All Things D&D is back with another story. Sometimes fighting isn't the answer. Sometimes you need to drink your way out of a problem. We'd love to hear about your awesome encounters after you listen to how this barbarian drinks his way to victory. I had a barbarian named Futon. Futon was a Goliath pure barbarian and awesome. Stupid, but awesome. He was in a party with very high wisdom-based and int-based characters. There was a wizard, a cleric, and 2 sorcerers. That meant he could not follow a complicated plan, or even knew why we had to help this town with the, whatever problem this town had. We had been playing D&D 3.5 for a long time, with some homebrew, mostly homemade monsters, and was around level 13 to 14 when we got to a dungeon that was home to an acid black dragon. The town mayor took the party to the entrance of the dragon's dungeon and told how dangerous this thing was. "It has an aura that will make you cower in fear, and its poison is so deadly you die just by smelling it. It's an ancient dragon. It has spent ages growing more powerful, more deadly, and more evil." The mayor continued to ramble on, but Futon was bored of this old man. He just wanted to go back to the inn and have another drinking contest with that stupid dwarf. Another story for another day. "Hey, why are we not going in yet?" Futon asked, annoyed at having stood out here for so long, listening to the old man say a lot of words Futon didn't understand. "Because we need to make a plan first, Futon," the wizard replied. "Okay, go in, kill stuff, come out again, done," Futon said nonchalantly. The wizard sighed with frustration. "No, Futon. 1, it's too dangerous. 2, you're still drunk. 3, we have to protect the book. 4, book?" Futon interrupted. "The book! The reason we're here, to get the book!" Futon had heard about these books, but had never read one before, and he never heard the wizard yell either, so he decided to wait a little longer. "We found a secret passage. It leads straight to the book. We can skip the dungeon," the cleric piped up. "Wait, what? That seems too good to be true. What's the catch?" the wizard asked, his anger quickly replaced with suspicion. "Well, the dragon is also there, and we can't sneak past him from that entrance. It'll see us," the cleric said sheepishly. "Then we need another plan," the wizard said, growing more frustrated with his companions by the second. "What? Another plan?" Futon rolled his eyes. Futon is not a patient man, and after 5 minutes passed, I said to the DM, "Futon walks into the room with the book." "Really?" the DM asked, a little surprised. "It's been 5 minutes," which in Futon's mind was justification for his actions. The DM sighed. "Are you trying to sneak past the acid black dragon?" "Come on, man, you know me better than that." As you walk in, you see the book on a pedestal. The acid black dragon is surprised by how you just walked in. The acid black dragon's eyes widened as they fixed on the brazen Goliath that had just strolled into his lair. "What are you doing here, little thing?" it hissed. "Roll a fear check." The D20 clattered across the table. "Oh, is that a nat 20, dude?" the DM groaned. "Yup." Unaffected by the dragon's aura of fear, Futon replied, "I'm here to get that book so my stupid companions will shut up and I can go back to get revenge on that dwarf at his ale." The dragon is amused by your statement. The dragon barked out an ear-splitting laugh. "Oh, you like to drink then? If you want that book, you'll need to drink for it," the dragon said. He offers you a cup of black liquid. "Do you drink it?" the DM asked. One thing to know about Futon, he loves to drink and sees himself as a world champion at drinking. He didn't recognize the loss to the dwarf because he clearly cheated. Without missing a beat, "Of course I'll have a drink." The DM smirked. Roll fortitude. 24. It burns in your throat, but no penalties. "Woo, that's some good stuff." The dragon is stunned that you're still alive. I wipe my mouth with the back of my arm and I grab the book. "Oh, ho, 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 ho. You know how to hold your poison. Want another one?" the dragon roared out. The rest of the table are yelling to just run out of there now that I have the book. But Futon turned back to the towering black dragon. "Of course. It's not that often I get such good stuff." Roll fortitude. Oh, and by the way, the DC went up since you already have poison inside of you. What? By 3. Total silence around the table. The dice is rolled. All the numbers are added. Is 26 enough? Do you want to say anything to the dragon before walking out the way you came? Cheers erupted from everyone sitting at the table. This is the first time Futon has had this much attention from the other players, and we started from level 3. Woo! Futon exhaled the burning fumes of the liquor. This really is the good stuff, but now I have to go. Thanks for the drinks in the book, but now I have to move on. The dragon is starting to doubt himself and his poison's potency. He is visibly frustrated that his poison is not killing you. Before you leave, what is your name? The dragon asked. Futon, the slave. Well, from now on you are Futon the Iron Stomach, and as a reward I will give you one more drink. What do you say? Wizard, cleric, and the sorcerer shout, "No!" like a choir of common sense. Ah, what the hell? There's always room for one more, Futon said, slapping his stomach. Roll, fortitude, check. Did the DC go up? An evil grin spread across the DM's face. Oh, yeah, it did. This is the first time I've ever seen my DM be actively menacing at the table. But it would not be the last. Honestly, I was legitimately scared. I toss the dice. It hits the table and begins to spin and roll. Before we can see the number on the dice, the DM chimes in. You need at least 31 to not die. All of us froze when he said that. I felt my stomach drop. I looked at the dice. 19. With feats, equipment, and the goddess of luck watching over me, I ended up with 32. Yikes, that one I felt. But now I really have to go. Bye, my friend. Stunned, the dragon watched Futon stroll out of his lair, book in hand. So, Wizard, what plan did you guys come up with? The DM asked. We didn't actually come up with one. Doesn't matter. You see Futon come around the corner and push the book into your hands. Is this what you wanted? The wizard stood there stunned with the book in his hands, and the session ended there, almost 4 hours early. The DM was a really good sport. He told about how he had spent a week making the encounter to be either a social encounter, which is why he did not straight up kill me, or a combat encounter with lots of awesome attacks. He was not angry or anything, but he swore he would get me next time. Such a cool guy. A quick word about our sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace gives people a powerful and beautiful online platform from which to create your website, chronicle your D&D campaign, and share your epic adventures. You can build your own community on your website that supports, comments, replies, and likes. See how your visits, unique visitors, and page views trend over time. Gain insight into the top traffic sources, products, device types, browsers, and operating systems by visits. And of course, each domain comes with a beautiful parking page and free Whois privacy. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/allthingsdnd to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Cheers to a great session! What a great DM for rolling with the punches and making a unique encounter. Would you have drank with the dragon? Please let us know what you think and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, All Things D&D. Our next video will be posted in 3 days, so stay tuned for more amazing Dungeons & Dragons content.